Okay, let's say you have a vertex form like x plus 5 squared plus 12. And you need to convert it into standard form. So just go ahead and take this number, this quantity that's being squared, and you'll need to multiply it out. So this is really the same thing as x plus 5 times x plus 5. And then you go forth and just conquer this. There's different ways of doing it, but in the end you should end up with x squared plus 10x. Sorry, I have both children. Plus 25. And then I'll have this plus 12 at the end that I still need to deal with. So my last thing to simplify would be to take these two constants and add them together. So I'm at x squared plus 10x plus 37. So this would be your standard form. Okay, let's try another one. Can I add a page? Guess I just have to erase. Ari, can you say hi on this video? Say hello. Hello. Yeah, see? Okay, what? We'll clear that. Okay, sorry, that took forever. All right. The next one, Ari, that we're going to do for her is one that looks like this. We have a 2 on the outside with x minus 3 being squared minus, let's say, 11. So same thing in this one with the added bonus of this 2 on the outside. So what you have to remember is this is multiplication in between these two quantities. And then, in order of ops, PEMDAS, what comes first? You have to do what's inside the parentheses. Well, we can't do anything in there. So then we go to exponents. So you have to do this first. So this is the same thing as x minus 3 times x minus 3. And then I'm going to multiply this out, which will be x squared minus 6x plus 9. And now from here, that's what this equals when I multiplied it out. So that whole quantity, this whole thing, is being multiplied by 2. So now I'm going to take everything in this and multiply it by 2. So I have 2x squared minus 12x plus 18. So I've just distributed that 2 through. And then in the end, I still have a minus 11 attached to that. So now I need to take the constants and put those together. So I am at 2x squared minus 12x minus 7. Oh my god. The things going on at my house right now as I'm trying to do this video. It's ridiculous. Okay, then, let's see, something else I wanted to show you. Let's say you are given something like y squared plus 8y plus 30, let's say. And it tells you to put it in vertex form. Well, okay, now we need to work backwards a little bit because it needs to be something squared plus or minus something. Okay? So first, I'm going to take a look at these first two terms. And what I notice is that this 8, if I divide that by 2, I get a nice whole number. And I get 4. And if I take 4 plus 4, I get 8. And if I take 4 times 4, I'd get 16. So I'm going to make this into a perfect square. So I have y squared plus 8y plus 16. If I had that quadratic, it would be considered a perfect square. But in this case, I have plus 30. So if I make it into a perfect square plus 16, how much do I still have to add on to get back to 30? So I'd have to add on another 14. So now I've just taken this expression and made it look a little different so that I've made for myself a perfect square. So now I'm able to say that this will factor into y plus 4. Because as you remember, 4 plus 4 will give me the 8. And 4 times 4 will give me the 16. And then what will I have left over? I won't have 16 because that was part of my perfect square. I'll have 14. So this would be my vertex form. I'll do one more of those because that's kind of weird. So let's try another one of those. Let's say I have x minus 6 squared plus 14. Wait, what am I doing? I don't want to start in vertex form, right? I want to start with something that's not in vertex form, something in standard form. So let's do x squared minus 6x plus 11, let's say. Okay. You know what? I'm going to change that 11 because I want to make it a little different for you. So I'm going to say that's 3. 3. Okay. So now I'm going to start and say, I wish this was a perfect square quadratic. If it was, what would this number be? Well, I have to think here. If I split that into 2 parts, each part would be 3. 3, a negative 3, plus a negative 3 gives me a negative 6. And a negative 3 times a negative 3 gives me a positive 9. So if I had x squared minus 6x plus 9, I'd be saying, yeah, that's a perfect square. So I've taken this quantity and I've been able to figure out how to make it into a perfect square. So I've made it into plus 9. I need to get back to plus 3, so I'm actually going to have to subtract off 6 to get back to this whole expression. If I simplified this whole expression, it would get me back to the one I started with. And now my squared quantity is going to be x, and these are my special factors, minus 3. Because if I have a negative 3 and a negative 3, added together would give me a negative 6, multiplied together would give me a positive 9, with the minus 6 at the end of it. Okay? Let me know if that helps.